Okay, Father's Day right around the corner, and a local children's book author is acknowledging the father figures in our lives through her storytelling. About a book here on your screen, look at that title. It's called No Limits. It's by Ashley Finley, and Ashley joins me now. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
It is good to see you. Okay, so I want to start with this book, No Limits. What is this about?
Yes, so No Limits is a story about a father and a son, and it is about how the father is always active in his son's life, and he has an unconditional love for him no matter what he's going through, no matter if he's in first place in the race and last place in the race. If he's having a hard time, he's always there, and it follows him from infancy all the way to when the son goes off to college.
So the message is, I love you no matter what.
Yes, absolutely.
Why did you want to write this?
It's so important. I think sometimes on social media and in other places we get little snippets of people's lives, and sometimes we get the highlight reels, whereas in No Limits I wanted to take the time to show an authentic relationship with authentic characters that show, hey, sometimes we get it right, sometimes we struggle, and the unconditional love of a parent, this is what it looks like, and I wanted that for parents and for children.
It is an important reminder, and we have talked about this, you and I. Representation matters, and it's kind of like a trendy thing that people are hearing now, but who do you hope to reach with your books?
I know with these books, I want to reach children like I was. I was a child who wasn't interested in reading because I had issues connecting with the characters in the books that I had. And so I want to bridge that gap. So that's the purpose of my books, to bridge that gap so that all children can see themselves in the books, and that they can see social emotional lessons, little snippets of things that kind of took some of us a little bit longer to learn. Hopefully these children will have the opportunity to practice those things that will make their quality of life even better.
Now, you said something that I love talking about, social emotional lessons and learning. You're a former educator, and we'll talk about this book too, Jade's Secret Ingredients, a recipe for managing feelings. Tell us, what is social emotional learning, and why is it important to teach these things at a young age?
Social emotional learning, in a nutshell, is just teaching you about how to be social, tips and skills on how to manage your emotions and your feelings and yourself within the world that you live in. And so it's so important that we learn these things, because sometimes we see as adults within ourselves and others where people have missed certain lessons. Like for myself, a lot of Jade's Secret Ingredients were things that I learned about relaxing, about taking breaks, about enjoying when things may not have gone as planned. And so that's what I wanted to make sure to do in these books, is give those kids a chance to grasp those concepts in a way that made sense for them.
I feel like when parents are reading these, maybe you'll have a little lesson in that too, right, for the adults. How old are the kids who are reading these books?
Yes, so for No Limits, it really is 0 and up. It is very simple, a couple of sentences on each page. So it's not a whole bunch of text, but there's a very strong meaning and lesson in it. And then Jade's Secret Ingredients goes a little bit older, from probably about 3 to 8 years old would do best with that, but there are lessons that we all can learn. I have to read them sometimes myself for
Girl,
reminders.
I'm about to read that myself. You have a story time at Barnes & Noble, June 25th,
Yes.
and then you're also going to be at the Cowboys Juneteenth celebration. That's this week. That's tomorrow.
Yes.
So tell us, what is the best way for people to connect with you and maybe grab these books?
Yes, so you can connect with me on my website, which is jjcarsonpress.com. That's jjcarsonpress.com, and follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook at Ashley Finley. Write something down.
Write something down. Thank you so much for not just being here, but for what you're doing to educate our little ones.
Thank you so much
Good
for
to
having
see
me.
you.
You too.